So, I want to talk about capitalists, which I find to be a very interesting trait, because it can increase unit cap by 1, reduce cost by 50%, and boost damage by 50%. What I want to highlight here is that Capitalist turns out to be better than both Duplicator and Sovereign. First of all, let's assume the unit has a spawn cap of 2. Why spawn cap 2? Because if the spawn cap is only 1, like Bunny or Arima, then Capitalist clearly won't perform as well when compared to Duplicator or Sovereign. So yes, spawn cap does affect how each trait performs. Alright, if we agree the unit has a spawn cap of 2, then let's also assume it has base damage of 100k to make calculations easier. Now, let's jump straight into the math. We have to know first how Sovereign and Duplicator work. The spawn cap of the unit is 2. Duplicator effect only doubles spawn cap if it's 1. Since spawn cap is already 2, it remains 2 units. Bonus damage per unit, 100%. Damage per unit equals 100,000 times 2 equals 200k. Total damage output equals to 200k equals 400k. Sovereign effect forces spawn cap to 1 unit. Regardless of initial cap, bonus damage, 300% equals for base damage. Total damage output equals 1 for 100k equals for 100,000. Now Capitalist. This diagram illustrates how the Capitalist trait works when applied to a unit. Base damage, 100,000 10k. Initial spawn cap, 2. Capitalist buffs, +1 to spawn cap. 50% bonus damage to each unit. With the Capitalist trait apply, the spawn cap increases from 2 to 3 units, labeled A, B, and C. Each of the 3 units receives a +50% damage buff, so A 100,000 plus 50% equals 150,000. B 100,000 plus 50% equals 150,000. C 100,000 plus 50% equals 150k. Total damage output 150k A plus 150,000 B plus 150k C equals 450k total damage. Conclusion: the Capitalist trait provides a massive boost in overall damage output because it increases the number of units spawned, grass each unit, a 50% damage boost. This graphic proves that Capitalist is extremely powerful. When used with a unit that has a base spawn cap of 2 or more, like Kaneki, Black Reaper, Saber, Tatsumaki, or any unit that can spawn 2 or more. Because you're not just spawning more units, you're also buffing all of them by 50%. Yes, that's exactly why Capitalist is overpowered. In my opinion, the game has done a great job balancing traits overall. However, the real issue lies in how to obtain trait rerolls. Right now, they've nerfed all the methods to acquire trait rerolls, so there's no real reason to keep playing the game once you've already obtained all the latest units. Some of you might think, then what's the point of getting Duplicator or Sovereign? That's completely wrong. In fact, both of those traits are extremely useful for units that have only 1 spawn cap, like Arima or Bunny. If Arima or Bunny use Capitalist, they'll only get a 200% damage output, 2 units times 100% each, but if they use Duplicator or Sovereign, they can reach 300% total damage output 3 units times 100%. By now, you should understand why Duplicator and Sovereign are essentially the same. Or even in my opinion, Duplicator might be better. Thanks for watching.